You don't think if your spouse left, you'd have a couple be all right for just a little? I love my wife. It would hurt if she left, but there would be good days. Like, I don't know what it's like at your house, but at my house, the day I get to go canoeing with somebody else and don't have to do all the paddling would be at the top of the good day list. I live on a river. My wife said, let's get a canoe. Let's paddle upstream. Let's float back down. I don't think my wife knows what let's means. Because I got into the canoe and I started paddling. I looked up. She had not brought a paddle onto the canoe. I said, what's going on up there? She goes, I'm taking pictures. Well, you could sketch it because we're not moving. And I'm in the back, and I don't realize that you have to keep moving your paddle from side to side when no one's paddling up front. Because you steer. So 3 big swipes out of me, and we are now in the side of the riverbank. And she turns around and says, what are you doing back there? And I was like, oh, I will kill you. She said, why are you whispering? Because sound travels over water. And that last phrase makes it premeditated. I'm not doing an extra 5 because you didn't bring a paddle. Then my wife had an epiphany. She said, I know, let's bring the kids next time. Absolutely. Why wouldn't we? Kids fix everything. Right? You're ever having a bad day? Get some kids in there, see what happens. Right? Let's mix this up with some sunshine and rainbow to the 4th. Okay, I am well aware that children learn through exploration. I get that, and I encourage my kids to do that. But not in a canoe where we're paddling upstream. You gotta sit your ass down and be as aerodynamic as possible. We're in the middle of the river. My son hops up and he's like, what's on this side? What's on this side? What's on this side? So the canoe is rocking back and forth. My daughter's like, we're all gonna die! Maybe. If this keeps up, perhaps. One day my kids are like, why'd you take away our life jackets? Because you're not listening. Everybody aboard this vessel knows I will tip a canoe to prove a point. And my wife wanted me to wear a life jacket to be a good example, but that's absurd. I'm the only one paddling. I'm gonna have a massive rash from all the repetitive rubbing. You want me to be a good example, that's fine. I won't wear a life jacket, and when we do tip over, I'll swim to shore and still be alive, and my kids can be like, we should learn how to do that. Yeah, that was pretty good. He's over there, and we're still out here in our life jackets. One day my kids were crawling all over me and my wife said, maybe we need a bigger canoe. I was like, maybe I need my own apartment. Not to live in, just to reflect in after canoe trips.